Right. All right. Let me see. Boy, we got a lot of people in here already. So let me let everything load up and see how many folks we got rocking in right now. Let me pause this other one. Folks, welcome to the Saturday Night Tech Fight Battle Royale. Now, for those of you that do not know what a Battle Royale is, I'm going to explain what a Battle Royale is. But first, I'm going to introduce you to tonight's judges so you guys can see who you're going up against. So the first judge we got, he just had a live stream and he was getting everybody hyped up and ready to go. So we're going to bring my man, Technically T, in the building. The tech dude with the do-rag. So
with the do-rag on, man. What's good?
My tech dude with the do-rag. The next one is a good friend of mine. He's also a former contender of the tech fights and still wants a rematch against a certain someone in the chat. This is the good man, Scott Peachy.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready.
All right. And then, of course, the last judge that we have, you guys may have seen her on Twitter. And if you haven't seen her on Twitter, she has a channel as well. She is the most savage person you'll ever meet. We have the Adrian L as our last judge for the evening. So, Mark, you know, before we continue, Mark, see, you see it. Somebody see it. Somebody see it. Y'all,
you fresh, ain't it, Mark? You fresh, ain't it?
Somebody see it. Somebody see it. All right. Somebody said we can't hear you. Can y'all? All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you fine.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, we got a lot of people in the chat. I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Okay, so Lethal Emperor Don King wig is coming back soon, but the original one turned into a dead cat and had to get thrown away. So that's what happens to the Don King wig. It wasn't enough hairspray and bobby pins in the world to keep that wig alive. So it's a game over for me. All right, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So here's the way that this is going to work tonight, folks. A battle royale is essentially going to be a free for all. So basically, anybody who's in the chat right now and you think you can answer the questions that I pose on the screen, I will send you a link in Twitter and you will get a chance to answer the question. Now, here's the deal. We already have one person who said they're willing to start it off, but he needs someone to go against him. So I need one more person in the chat who thinks that they can handle a 60-second question. All you need is 60 seconds. Because we're not going to do full rounds tonight. We're not going to do full length matches. There's 60 seconds. You and another person get 60 seconds to talk. You get 90 seconds to go back and forth. Whoever wins will stay on to the next question. Whoever loses will be booted, and a new fighter will emerge to take their place. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and send the link to our first person, and I want to know who's going to take him on. Let me send him the link real quick. And guys, don't feel scared. Don't feel worried about it. Don't think anything extra of it. This is open for all creators. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. Anybody's able to join. But so you know what you're playing against, the winner of the Battle Royale will get a $100 gift card to Amazon. The second place winner will get a $50 gift card for Amazon. So just keep that in the back of your head. If you're in the chat and you see the question and you think you want to do it, hey, just keep in mind, you get a $100 gift card if you can hang in there till the very end. So, let's see.
Well, if anybody wants to step up, I got one right here that's willing to give anybody the smoke. So,
well, let me go ahead.
And I'm gonna throw them in the ring. So,
well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and put the first question up, and let's see if anybody wants to jump in because I feel like this one may be a little bit of a controversial topic. So. First question is: Are high refresh rate smartphones a gimmick? That's the first question of the night. So, like I said, we already have one contender. I sent him the message on Twitter. So, if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, hey, I need two people. And if anybody doesn't show up, we'll just turn this into a normal tech fight if two people want to come on and battle each other. So, feel free to talk your stuff in the chat. But I'm giving away $150, and I'm giving away $25 to somebody who comes in after the match and answers a replay question. It's $150, folks. I mean, come on now. Oh, there he is. Okay, so our first contender has jumped in, and this person is Delasha. Did I say it right? Delasha?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Asia or Delasia, however you want to.
Okay, so let's see. Anybody want to step up and take them out before we get it going? Lethal Emperor, you can answer the question in the chat. Why don't you? I send you the link on Twitter right now, bro.
And we don't need no chat to answers. We don't.
A lot of chat going on right now. I don't see anybody from the chat coming in.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no money in the chat, folks. If you want the money, answer the question on the stream. They're not gonna get no money answering questions in the chat.
You got a lot to say on Twitter, but now is when the time for you to step up and see what you're really talking about. Don't.
I'm saying you do
quiet,
it,
man.
You do it for free on Twitter. I'm trying to give you money for doing it. Come on, folks.
Right.
Come on, folks. I'm trying to give somebody. I'm trying to bless somebody, man. And y'all seem like y'all don't want it. Trent says step in the ring. Trent, do you want to step in the ring? I think Trent trying to wait a little bit.
Trent trying to wait. I know what he's trying to do.
Ben says send him the link. All right.
Alex, we don't need answers in the chat.
Nope.
Guys,
in the ring. I'm ignoring
we don't need answers in the chat. Step in the ring. Stop answering in the chat, man.
All right. It looks like it might be Lover of Tech. I'm gonna go and send the link because I know Ben. I believe Ben. Ben thinks he can stay till the very end, so I'm gonna go and send the link.
Bad Body Biatch said they'll step up.
All right. Well, Bad Body Biatch. Bad Body Biatch. I need your Twitter account. Put your Twitter in the chat so I can send you the link. Whoever Bad Body Biatch is, put your information in the chat. Whoever it is, they wanted to see Adrian, not a picture of Adrian. So
it might be a little personal there. A little personal.
I ain't saying anything about that. I'm gonna sit right here with that. I'm gonna sit right here. Got one dislike because people are scared.
Oh, well, people dislike. That's what people do.
If it wasn't a dislike, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be legit. We'll say it was catered. It was. Now that's somebody I want to see jump in. Savage Scientist. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send Savage the link just because I know Savage will jump in here. Tom, man, I don't get it, man. I got one person
people getting quiet now. People getting quiet, man.
I got one person who stepped up. I should just give him the $100 and move on.
People don't want no free money, man.
I mean, people don't want no free money. I guess not. I guess they okay. Okay.
Oh, hey now.
All right.
What?
Wow.
I don't know about that one. That might be a troll account right there.
I'm about to look it up.
That might be a troll account right there. That's our dislike right there.
I feel like Adrian's got the perfect sounds for this.
Yeah.
Just something.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be some kind of a troll account because it ain't coming up.
You know what I'm saying? Don't troll people. That's the first way to get blocked. Don't troll. Seriously. If you're gonna step up, do it, but don't be a troll about it.
Security.
Tell Hefe, man. Tell Hefe to get him up out of here, man. Head of security, man. Get him up out of here.
Where's the head of security? El Jefe, my man.
You can still be driving. You can still answer that question. You don't have to put your picture up. All you gotta do is answer the question.
Wallace, y'all have a lot to say. Get in the ring. I'm just saying.
But you see, everybody who replied and we said that too ain't said a word yet. They
Nothing.
Right.
Silence.
I mean, this is bad, man. I might just, you know what? I might just give this $25 gift card to Delasia and just let Trent Marshall and Ben battle each other since don't nobody else want to get in there.
Mike cut out. Was that me?
Savage says that he's getting the set ready.
Okay.
All right. Is that an LB sighting?
Genosis said, how do you use StreamYards on iOS? Genosis, you just answer the link from your Twitter account and it just takes you right to it. You don't have to log in or nothing. It's real simple. Buying the Scoop. All right. Hey, there we go. Scoop said, come on with the link.
Ready.
Let's go. There we go. Come on, folks. I knew somebody was going to step up to the plate. I'm out here giving money away and people acting scared, man. I don't understand it.
There's a super chat.
Super chat from Ace Lucero said, let's get this party started. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that.
Cecil Betty, you might have to send me a link. He's ready.
Right now.
They'll be in the building. They'll be in the building. All right. So Scoop, you got the link. So we're gonna do it like this. Scoop, respond to the link, jump on in, and you guys are gonna be the first ones. Whoever wins, whoever the judges feel is the best out of y'all answer will remain. The loser will be booted out, and then we will keep on going. Tech Valor said they scared of money. They are. Somebody they scared of it. The Savage Scientist said he broke. See, 77 circle. There will be more questions. It's a battle royale. I'm not telling you how many questions. I'm just saying there will be more. Raymond said he got 911 calls in one ear and streaming the other. Raymond, you're a real one. I appreciate it, dog.
Wow.
All right. So, folks, we're waiting on the Bionic Scoop to jump in wherever he's at. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. No, you just never go first. Seems like a lot of y'all are waiting till the very end, but the thing is, you got to get it started to get the money.
Don't feel like getting roasted. Let me just tell you, like, I don't know about the roast. Unless you just come in and just lay an egg. But let me just say,
now come on, Ace, you got strong opinions.
Quick,
you gotta jump in
quick, short to the point. Get your answers in. Just come with the facts.
Yeah,
but I will roast you. If you get in here and don't know what you're talking about.
If your lips is ashy or something wrong with you, Adrian gonna get you. Now I'm gonna tell you.
Well, you ain't got to cut the camera on. That's the thing about it, folks. You see the lines. You ain't got to cut the camera on.
And he just sitting there like, I'm waiting.
He just sitting here chilling. He just sitting here chilling, waiting for the smoke. I want to give him $25 just for showing up.
Elijah a real one. I don't even know him like that, but he's a real one because he's
real
up early and was just like, I wait.
Oh, Bionic Scoop. All right. So.
I don't be having a bunch of background noise either now.
Nah,
I just got rid of it. I'm here.
All right. Elijah, is you there?
Yep.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. 60 seconds is going to start. I'm going to give Elijah the first since he came in first. So you got 60 seconds to explain to us whether or not high refresh rate smartphones are a gimmick. Are you going to say they are or they are not?
Yes, they are.
Okay. You got 60 seconds and your time starts now.
Okay, so there's 120 refresh rate or 90 refresh rate. They take up so much battery and they take up a lot of battery processing and RAM, and that causes that's just a waste of resources, especially if the consumer has no idea what they are. None of them even know what 60 frames are, or none of them even know what a frame rate is. And so I'd say it's just pointless. It's a gimmick. No one really needs it. It's just a more expensive phone because you're buying a display with high quality. Of course, we know the Pixel, for example, had a terrible battery life, or the Samsung phones are more expensive now, even though they don't have to be. And it's just a waste.
All right. So, Scoop, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So he said they are a gimmick. So that means your argument has to go along if they are not a gimmick. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. 60 seconds. Go ahead.
They are not a gimmick. Number one, they're not a gimmick. When it comes to these high refresh rates, especially on phones that are designed for gaming, the gamer, the consumer of games, most people like their content to be fast, smooth, easy to see. People like myself, I have some vision issues. A high refresh rate is beautiful for me. It allows me to see content smoothly, quickly, and I can digest what I'm seeing. For the common consumer, do they care about refresh rate? No, until they see it. Once they see it, experience it, have it in their hands, it is a completely different subject, completely different idea once you've seen it. It's got a very good application for, like I said, people like myself with some vision issues, gamers, anybody that's consuming content at a high level will notice what the refresh rate is. Not necessarily that is a gimmick, but the fact it is very useful because it allows you to consume more content faster.
All right. So you guys have heard the arguments. Let's go ahead and go with the judges. Scott, what you got?
I'm going to give it to Scoop on the back one. He brought a lot of interesting points that He's right. Most consumers don't really realize how nice it is to see the refresh rate until they experience it. Really good bonus points for bringing in the fact that vision issues and you kind of hinted at it about the mobile content, like bringing it in. I like that. Good usage of your time as well. You used all of your time. I like that.
Okay. Adrian, what you got?
I'm going to go with Scoop. Originally, my own opinion is I did think it was a gimmick, but Scoop gave the other side that makes me realize, okay, I could see why some people would want this. So he did a really good job of stating his point.
Okay. All right. So T, what you got?
I gotta go with the NATO. Scoop. Scoop came in, his delivery was on point, and just like Adrian said, now you guys know I don't really care for the 90 hertz, 120 hertz thing. But him talking about vision issues really put it in a different perspective that I didn't even think about myself. So it's kind of like, hey, you got to swallow your own words. If you got vision issues, it could be a little helpful to you if you had 90 or 120 hertz. So he brought up some key points. He just took that one. I mean,
Now,
delivery was on point. I gotta give it.
Okay. Now, I'm not a judge, but I will say that I think both made good points, and that's the purpose of all of this. So with that said, Scoop, you get to stay. Delijah, I appreciate you stepping up first. You are the one that gets the gets the boot right now. But see, here's the thing about this, folks. If you all will go in the chat, I just put a link to Delijah's Twitter in the chat. Go give a man a follow and show him some love and support. The man showed up and stepped up. Give that man some support, folks. Don't sit up here and not support the man. So, Delijah, thank you for coming on. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. So, the next question is the Apple ecosystem worth it? So the question is the Apple ecosystem worth it? So I need to know who the next person is going to be to step up. Nope, my bad, Scoop.
Oh, you're good.
So is the Apple ecosystem worth it? Who's going to step up and take out Scoop?
Scoop delivery is on point, man. So y'all better bring it. But
I'm telling y'all in the chat roasted him talking about the way he said yes sir, but he gonna yes sir his way to that $100.
Real confident delivery and confident delivery.
He gonna research he gonna yes sir his way to that $100 if y'all don't play.
That's the customer service voice. I've been doing it for too long.
There you go.
You got it. Good gracious, boy. You got it.
What's that on that beat?
Uh-oh. Trent said what I'm about to do. I'm gonna enjoy it very, very much. Oh, Genosis of all people.
Ooh,
Genosis.
Uh-oh.
Genosis.
Before we even start, Genosis, I've been a long time fan of yours, man. So this is gonna be fun.
Genosis is the only person I know with no channel that gets all the love.
All of it.
This is gonna be dope. Genosis.
See, well, I see what them heavy hitters is doing. They waiting around. I see what y'all doing out there. I
exactly.
See in the bins. I see what y'all doing.
Y'all are just sandbagging. Just come in. Sandbagging.
Hard right now.
I wonder what y'all gonna do if I got 20 questions. Y'all gonna
I'm not afraid of taking the L from anybody if I have to. So
it is. That's what I'm talking about.
It is.
Little boys fighting.
Zero fear.
That happened, man.
Ooh, zero fear.
I like that. All right, folks, so Genosis has the link. So we're just waiting on Genosis to jump in. Oh, I'm sorry, Genosis. I gave you the wrong link. I just realized I gave you the link for Buddy's Twitter. That's on me. That's on me. Genosis probably cursing my name right now. Like, man, I'm trying to get this money. And you playing?
Yeah.
All right, Genosis. I just sent the right link. All right, there it is. Okay.
Why don't you go to sleep, little boy? God jinx me.
I didn't do it. You said it, man. You were like, he'll go to sleep. It's like, oh, don't test that baby, my friend.
Look at my eyes.
Tech Val, the sandbagging means that they are trying to wait till the last round to sneak in and get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mike, can you put people's names on the screen so that I'll remember who's talking?
Yeah. It should be on the screen. If it's not, I wonder. Oh, that's because I got banners on. That's why it's a ticker at the bottom. So when the ticker goes off, everybody's name pops back up. So
it's 66 people watching, man. Well, from what I stream, yeah, I need them likes up, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like.
All right, let's see. Oh no, Tech Valley, you're not holding back. Stop it. All right, Genosis. Genosis, welcome first and foremost,
There
sir.
you go.
There he is. Hey, if anything, if we don't do anything, let us just take this moment to just embrace the fact Genosis is on the live stream and not.
Yeah, man.
I've got a big ghetto setup going on right now, guys.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter.
I've got, like, screen here, screen here.
Don't feel too
And a
bad. I'm
phone
literally
here.
walking around my apartment just talking to a computer screen. So
Is the audio coming in on the pros right now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Good.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, Scoop, since you won the last round, that means that you will take this first one. So,
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Is the Apple ecosystem worth it? Are you going to say yes or no?
yes,
Oh, it's ooh.
Ooh, okay. All right, so your 60
Consider that.
seconds. Your 60 seconds starts now. Go ahead.
the Apple ecosystem is worth it. It allows you to connect all your devices, communicate through all your devices, and keep tabs on everything in your life, be it calendar, your music. It makes it one simplified place to get all your information. I work in logistics, and I like to have all my information in one place at one time, at work and in my personal life. And with my personal life and the Apple ecosystem, it allows me to go about my regular day and not have to worry about it if I, oh no, my phone's dead. Hey, my iPad's got my iMessage. I can continue my conversations. I can continue my email exactly where I left off. I grab my MacBook. I get to pick up exactly where I was with work on my MacBook. It keeps everything in line, easy to get to, easy to see, easy to keep tabs. And like in logistics, everything has to be done very quickly. We're on a time schedule. Mike, you would understand that, being a driver. We're on a time schedule. So when things get missed, it is not the best thing in the world. You need to have all that information with you at all times. So,
All right. Genosis, you heard his argument. Are you ready, sir?
It's either said or done, but let's do it.
All right. Your 60 seconds starts now, brother.
Yeah, I guess it's not really worth it because you're really locked into this ecosystem. And if you want to move out of it, or if there's, say, a service that you're using that kind of like screws up later down the road, you're tied into it and you can't really change. Also, if you are outside of the Apple ecosystem, say you're on Android, using like the new Samsung devices, you have I found them to work a lot better and easier with other devices just as seamlessly. So for example, I've been on my Galaxy S8 Plus, which was the last device that I used, plus my OnePlus 6 device, and I used it with my Linux setup that I'm using right now. And my Chromecast, but I've also had other devices in the background. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, guys, what we got? I'll start with T.
Gotta give it to Bionic, man. Even though I am a fellow iOS user, I'm not letting that get into the way of it. But he brought straight facts when it comes to the ecosystem, man. I mean, he was speaking facts. That's all I can say, man.
All right. Adrian.
Scoop. Same reason as T.
Okay. Scott, it's on you. No pressure.
It's Scoop. The example of my phone died, then I picked up my iPad. I can continue my email and continue my MacBook. That was a really, really good, tangible example. The idea that you didn't lose any good, seamless production out of that. That was a killer example there.
Okay. All right. So, Scoop, you get to stay. So that means that the next round, Scoop, you do not get to go first. And
Okay.
Genosis, bro, I kind of wish Genosis could stay a little bit longer because
Yeah,
this
me
is
too, man. That was fun. I was really hoping I'd get the iOS ecosystem.
Hey, man. Bro, I appreciate you coming, man. I
Yeah, no
really
doubt, man.
appreciate it,
It
man.
was fun.
It was awesome.
Have to do it again sometime. Thanks, guys.
So wrong. All right. Who wants to take on the next question? And the next question is, should the headphone jack make a comeback? Hashtag bars.
Ooh.
Dropping them all night.
Somebody got to take Scoop out. Scoop is hitting y'all with the delivery.
Somebody
You
got
would
to
rely
take
on
Scoop
Scoop
They
as
got
a YouTube channel the way his delivery point.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Thought about it.
Ace said he wants to jump in on this question. All right.
That was the last one. That was the last one.
Oh, okay, that was the last one. All right. You know, StreamYards is a little slow.
Oh no. He said he want to jump in on. He said it again. I think he said it twice.
Okay, Ace, if you want to jump in on this question, let me know. Let me know in the chat.
God, it's hot as balls.
You know, just said that was weird.
My fault, Ace. I thought that was the old one, man.
Okay, Genosis said he'll jump. Oh, not Genosis. Okay, all right, Eric. I see you said send me the link, so I'm gonna send Ace the link, and then Eric will have the next question, depending on who stays. So we got the next 2 people up. So let me go ahead and send Ace Lucero Tech the link.
Like, this is the person that might give Bionic a shake.
I don't know, and he go first, so you know,
he has a very strong opinion. He's like me. We have our opinions and we're bullheaded with it. So I'm curious to see how this one's gonna go.
Also, Genosis is saying like that minute goes fast. That minute goes quick.
All right.
So yeah, you gotta come with the facts quickly.
Right. And see, and the thing about it is normally you do get a chance to go back and forth, but this is a blitz, you know, there's no we don't have the time for everybody to go back and forth with each other tonight. It's either you come, if you choose whatever side of the argument. That's the thing. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to win, but you gotta make sure you choose the right side of the argument, because you might be setting yourself up if you don't.
Yeah, Genosis, good job though, man. I give props to anybody who's actually stepping up tonight, right? Not being chat debaters. You stepping up to the plate, whether if you get knocked out, whether if you win, get my respect hands down.
Yeah.
So we're telling people who usually not in front of the camera to get on the camera. You know what I mean?
Which takes a lot. Especially even if you don't have a channel, it takes a lot, man. And even if you're not on camera, just being in here takes a lot. So that's the thing, man. It's everybody's worried about getting roasted, but it's all about stepping out and having a little bit of fun, man. And money aside, it's all about having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to get roasted, man. I've died already in life. Nothing scares me anymore.
All right. So we're just waiting on Ace to jump in, and then we'll get this question started. And we'll see what side Ace wants to take for the question.
Oh, no, it's still open.
Let's just, while we're waiting on Ace, look at little man, y'all. Oh, my bad. Look at
his eyes still open. He over there fighting to sleep. Look at him.
Yeah,
he ain't with me tonight.
That's the cutest thing.
Hanging with me tonight. Got to show that.
Hey, Wallace said the buzzer is scary. You get into your answer.
Well, the buzzer will bet you be like, damn.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ben is just itching right now.
Ben is ready.
Itching.
I see what they're doing, man. They just
they
sandbagging. That's all. I see. Your boy, you sandbagging big time. I hope the questions run out on both of them. Sorry behinds. And you don't even get a no chance. Both of them.
Oh, Ben wants to get into the room.
Yeah, send him a link. Send him a link.
He
says he's real ready.
All right, should the headphone jack make a comeback? The man Ace Lucero Tech is in the building.
Hey, how's it going? What's up,
Hey,
good to see you all.
Man, Ace, what's good, man?
I'm just getting over the flu. I feel like hell.
Hey, man. Speedy recovery, good sir.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna tell you, Jordan played with the flu in '98.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm ready to roll. So let me know when you're ready.
Ace, you see the question? What side of
the headphone jack?
What side are you gonna take? Yes or no?
Yes, the headphone jack needs to make a comeback, but it really hasn't left.
Okay. Well, you got 60 seconds to prove your argument, and it starts now.
Oh, here it goes. Look, not everybody has a lot of money to be spending money on high quality earbuds, for example, like the AirPods. You know, it's not a big deal for some of us just to drop the cash, but the average consumer, you know, they're hardworking, and a lot of them hang on to their devices for a while, and they get a setup that they're used to, and they don't want to be forced into getting something else. And let's face it, there's a lot of high quality wired headphones on the market that are simply amazing. For example, I use the Sony Extra Bass headphones because I like listening to a lot of rap music. And I have the Apple AirPods and the Apple AirPod Pros. I like them, but if I was the average consumer, I wouldn't want to feel forced into getting something else. Say, for example, I had the S9 Plus, and I knew I was going to eventually upgrade to something. Well, if I went and got the S20 or the Note 10, I wouldn't have a headphone jack, so I'd have no choice.
All right, Scoop, you heard his argument.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I am, sir.
Can you handle it?
I'll do my best.
You're holding it down, man. I don't know, man. We're gonna see what happens. Your time starts now. Go.
Progress. Progress is the reason that the headphone jack should not make a comeback. If progress wasn't an issue, we'd still be walking around with Walkmans, with playing tapes. We'd still be walking around listening to record players all the time. Shout out to the DJs; they still use them anyway. But in our home applications, therefore, in the mobile application, the headphone jack doesn't need to come back. We're moving past the headphone jack. We're moving into the wireless, faster connections. You're getting better sound quality out of wireless headphones now. AirPods Pro, perfect example. Pretty much, I think with progress comes change. And with change means the end of the headphone jack. We're getting bigger batteries in phones. Could there be a bigger battery with the headphone jack? Potentially, but it's not as clean as it looks for some people. So even aesthetically, people are not like, even Apple's arguing a portless iPhone, allegedly a portless iPhone. But as times change, we're going to need to change with time. And technology as well should advance as far as the headphone jack going away. If we're getting lossless files that are now being able to be transmitted wirelessly.
All right. We're going to start with Adrian this time.
I'm going to go with Ace. I think that he brought up very valid points. While I per se don't care about the headphone jack, Scoop really didn't argue a point. He just said, you know, we have to progress, but he didn't give real hardcore facts that could go against what was Ace was saying. So Ace took it.
Okay. Scott.
This is probably the closest one that we've had so far. I also am going to go with Ace, and the reason why is like you made the mention of the average consumer holding onto their stuff a little bit longer. There is a lot of folks that still really want the headphone jack to be back. You kind of hinted at that in some of the answers that you were given. So I'm going to go with Ace.
All right. Well, that means it's on the tech dude with the do-rag.
This was tough.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to go with Ace, man. What he said about the average people, there's a lot of people that I can think of, for example, that's just like that. And you tell me, yes, progressing in technology is good. The record players, different things like that, those are huge medians. You have a headphone jack that phones are still putting in there. So you can't tell me that you can't still put it in there for a price that you want. And I don't, even though I'm all wireless, everything, but at the same time, you got main companies taking it away just so they can push their wireless earbuds when you have companies that have more affordable devices that's still putting it in there. So I got to give it to Ace on this one, man.
All right.
Ace, about to you, sir.
Scoop, first of all,
Scoop, that was awesome. That was awesome, dude.
All right, so let me go ahead and go to the next question here.
Can you throw his? Should we throw his Twitter in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scoop did his thing. But I knew Ace. When I saw Ace pop up, I'm like, because he one of the people that got that bulldog approach, man. I was like, this is gonna be a tough one.
And see, and here's the thing that we got. Here's the thing I want everybody to remember about this. It's also not just having fun, but some of these folks that are popping up, Bionic Scoop, Genosis, these are folks that are in. If you're a tech creator, these are folks that are in your stream all the time. Yeah. These are folks that are watching your videos all the time. So we got to make sure we show the love and we show it out there for these folks, man. So Scoop, much respect. So with that said, let me throw the next question up here. See who gonna knock down Ace. Now I think I know who might try to step in for this one, but the next one is: do we need 100 times zoom on a smartphone? Do we need 100 times zoom on a smartphone? So, Eric, I saw you said you wanted the link. If you still want it, I'll send it to you. But if you don't, let me know, and I'll give it a couple of minutes and see who wants to jump in. But Ace, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good.
Ace, you might be here for a while. You might be comfortable, Ace. You might want to get you a bottle of water or something, man. You might be here for a while, man.
Usually when I do live streams like with Dan Tanner, I have a little bit of beer, but since I've been sick, I'm behaving myself. So there's too much blood in my Modelo system right now.
All right, and also, by the way, there's a link in the chat for Ace's channel as well. Make sure you go subscribe and check him out. So let's see. We got 69 people here. Thank you for every single person watching right now, man. I appreciate it. All right, so let's see. Eric said, okay, did you send it, bro? Go ahead and send it. All right, Eric Drummond is going to be the one to step up to the plate. So Eric Drummond is going to step up to the plate. So Eric, here comes the link. And we're going to get this thing going, man. All right, so Eric has the link. So we are now just waiting on Eric to show up. And y'all see the question rolling at the bottom. So, and while we're doing that, I see a lot of people saying they liking this format. So, folks, the next time we do this, if you're interested, I might just make some of these questions known. Let's see if anybody wants to possibly bid their way in. That might be fun. Since a lot of y'all want to sit back and wait till the very end. Got to be like my man Scoop and Ace. Step up to the plate and sit up there and wait to the end. If you think you got it, come on in, baby. Let's see. Viper's in the building. Is Viper going to come out of retirement tonight for $100? Is that what it takes to get Viper out of retirement? $100? All right, Eric, where you at, man? Remember, folks, it ain't got to be a special setup. All you got to do is just be live on your phone. There he is. All right. So, Ace, you on now? Eric Drummond, everybody. I'll post a link to his channel in the chat. So,
yo, how's everybody doing?
Welcome.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Good. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we're great.
All right, these headphones is working out nice. Okay, what's good?
All right, so do we need 100 times zoom on a smartphone? Ace, you won, so what side are you going to take?
I want to say no.
All right, you got 60 seconds, brother, starting now.
All right, here it goes. Now, the reason I'm saying no is whenever Samsung did that S20 thing, and they zoomed in on Alcatraz, it looked like trash. And I was like, well, that's not really selling the point. Now, it's one thing to have a 10 times zoom or a 20 times zoom because the phone camera sensor can handle it. Now, if you're going to start doing 100 times zoom, you got to have a bigger sensor, like a real camera could handle that with a real lens. So and then it doesn't matter. Like, yes, Samsung supposedly has done a great job with their S20 improvements with the camera sensor and all that. But even we've seen it live. It's still not good to go for 100 times. So until the technology gets better, until we can actually put better lenses in these better sensors in these phones, then it's a no-go for now. So that's it.
All right. He finished before the buzzer went off. He means business. Eric.
Yeah.
So your argument has to be why we need 100 times zoom.
I know, Ace, man, you took my side that I wanted, man, but I'm going to make it work.
All right. Well, Eric, brother, you got 60 seconds, and it starts now.
Okay, so one of the main reasons why we might need 100 times zoom on our smartphone cameras is maybe we just need to catch more detail from further away. Also, it might be a good idea to have 100 times zoom if you're in a profession where you need to get those details from further away. So, like, let's say there was an incident, like the police got called and you needed to get a license plate, but you didn't really have that zoom. But if you did have that extra zoom, maybe you could make out that license plate and maybe that crime could be solved. So in that aspect, having that extra zoom would add that versatility, which might help out. So, yeah. Other than that, for people that, just like to zoom in a little bit extra to get that more detail. You know how like when you snap a shot and then you pinch the zoom, so you crop it up real nice? Yeah.
All right.
That was a tough question.
Yes, it's all good, man. It's all good. So T, we're gonna start with you. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Ace on this one, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Ace on this one.
Adrian, who you got?
It was a tough one though.
I'm gonna go with Ace, but Eric, I do love how you tried to save yourself when you got the position that you didn't want. You came up with a pretty good example, quick and on the spot.
Yeah,
he did.
So
That was good. That was good.
My vote goes to Ace.
All right, Scott.
I'm gonna go with Ace as well, but man, I'm gonna tell you, Eric, you were like this close away. If you would have said something along the lines of like, I don't need 100x zoom, but I might need like 50. You were kind of like hinting around it all the way around. If you would have said something like, I want greater detail where I don't want 100, but I only want like 50, probably would have got me. Yeah, probably would have got me on that one.
It was that close. I was waiting for him to do it. I'm like, if he said it, he's gonna get my vote, but he didn't. I'm like,
Yep.
Well, Eric, bro, I appreciate you stepping up, man. And hey, you always welcome back for another fight. I put Eric's channel in the description, folks. Make sure you go subscribe to my boy and check him out. And Ace is sitting on top of 2, man. We got Ace and Scoop is trying to they hold it down. But all right, Eric, appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one, y'all.
Eric, man. Appreciate all the support you always do for everybody in the community, man. So good luck.
Yeah.
Man.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Eric for real, man. He's always out there for everybody.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, so Trent, I know he said he's ready, but somebody else has already jumped in, ready for this next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this question up here, and I'm gonna ask.
It's gonna be here for a minute. I told y'all, man.
I'm gonna ask this question here: are folding phones the future? So the way it works, Ace, since you got 2 rounds now, that means that the opponent coming in will be able to choose it. So let's see. This guy asked for the link earlier. I gave it to him. So we got the lover of tech, the man from across the pond.
He's just Elba of tech.
Yo,
he is up at ungodly hours, but he's in the future, folks.
How's it going, lover of tech?
What's good? What's good, Ace?
We getting heavy now. Now we getting heavy right now. Now we getting heavy. Pour your drinks up.
How are you?
Adrian.
All right, so let's go ahead and go.
Hi, Adrian.
Let's say, are folding phones the future?
Yes.
You're saying yes? You got 60 seconds, man.
So the reason why they're the future is that you're going to get to a point where you're going to have 3 different types of users, right? You're going to have someone that's going to have the chance to pick 2 different sizes of a phone that can become a tablet, just like you have 2 different sizes of tablets now. You're going to have people that are going to have 3 different sizes of a foldable phone like the Galaxy Z, 5.8, 6.2, 6.7, where they love the form factor that we've got into, but they love the flexibility of having a much more compact design where you can put it away in more places and move at the same time. Or you're going to have the modern day classic old school person that likes a solid state phone with no moving parts, with everything that disappears. You've seen a concept one for OnePlus, disappearing rear cameras. You've seen Oppo demonstrate it when it comes to the disappearing selfie camera in their innovation day. Solid state smartphones are in their end game. This new decade is going to usher 2 new genres that will give users 3 different scenarios to pick what they want. Do you want more productivity? Do you want a more compact design? Or do you want a solid state phone built in its final form? Done.
All right. Ace, are you ready, good sir?
I'm ready. And now, since he wants to get serious, I'm going to get serious. Let's do this.
All right, you got 60 seconds, brother Ace. Let's go.
Now, here's the deal. I know we're not supposed to be driving and looking at our phones, but say you're driving down the road and you have your phone in your pocket, you're going to want to be able to just look real quick, tap that power button, and see what time it is and put it back. If you're carrying a flip phone, you got to dig in there, pull it out, flip it open, then look and close it. Number 2, accessibility. That's an extra step. So say you got your flip phone right there on the table, right? You got to pick it up, flip it open. It's an extra step. And number 3, simplicity. It kills the whole idea of simplicity. You said you want to pick up your phone, you want to be able to get to work, right? And right now, they're not the future. Not until they can prove that they're not breakable and that they don't even have IP68 ratings. Look at that Moto, whatever that was that came out. You know, it's you run your finger up and down on it, it makes all sorts of noise. They're still not any good. They still have a way to go, and they're not the future. They're a gimmick, and they're for people that want to pretend to flex. We don't got time to flex. We have time to get down to business and business only. That's all.
Hey, he finished. He finished with a second. All right, man. Judges look a little torn. And for the record, folks, I got nothing to do with this. This is all the judges. So I'm gonna go ahead on and go with the 2 people who got their hands in their head and the person who we can't see. Adrian, who you got?
Ace. I'm rolling with Ace. Close call, but Ace sat there and took notes on how to counter Ben. That is how you do a debate. And he came in with conviction. And he stuck to it. And when he said it was a gimmick, he said it hard. So we're rolling with Ace.
All right. Scott, you look like you're shocked and stunned. So
Damn it! I knew you were gonna come to me.
He shouldn't have been looking like that. Go ahead, Scott.
I'm going Ben, and the reason I'm going to go to Ben is he specifically addressed 3 different types of people that would use these devices. He talked about productivity. He talked about how people from just the casual user would do it. By the way, all of that happened, and he still had time to spare in his argument. Now, just a few seconds. The idea is he came in, he made a really solid argument in a 60-second time frame where I had 3 personas that I had a chance to think about of what would use a flip phone. That is tough. But man, that was hard.
This is why I don't like being a judge, man. This right here was tough, but Ace, I'm gonna tell you where you slipped. Gotta give it to Ben. I'm gonna tell you where you slipped, Ace. You said, and I know it's not about this, but it's simply fact checking. The both flip phones out there right now, you got the Razr, you got the Z Flip. You don't have to press anything. They got a front display. You can see the time on it.
Thank you.
That's gonna be that was the slip up. That was the slip up right there. When you said that, I said that's the slip up, man. But Ben also gave you that choice that isn't necessarily may be the future, but there's other options. It may be the future, but it's options out there. But Ace, I gotta give you that because you slipped up on the fact.
Oh man,
because you could do it.
Close.
Right when you said that, I remember watching Floss Carter's video when he actually did that. He actually did that. Damn it.
But Ben had a valid, but that when you did that, that just solidified it. Now you had a amazing argument. If you didn't say those 2 things, I was just like, you were rolling until you said that. I was like, but Ben got that, man.
Well,
good job, Ben.
That's a majority.
Ace,
So
Ace, that was beast.
Let me make sure everybody make sure you go follow Ace on Twitter, and I'm gonna put his link to the channel in the description one more time. Ace is one of the most opinionated tech YouTubers you'll find, but he's also one of the realest tech YouTubers you'll find. So do yourself a favor and go to his channel and subscribe and show that man some love. And Ace, we will see you later.
Hey, thank all of you for the opportunity.
Yes,
it was lots of fun, and maybe I'll come back next week.
Hey, man. I look forward to it.
We want you back.
All right, so let me go ahead and throw the next question up here. And the next question is, are $1,000 smartphones the new norm? Are $1,000 smartphones the new norm? So we have another challenger that responded to the link and stepped up. And folks, I don't know, man. This one here might be just as big as Ace and Ben, but I don't know if it's gonna be easy to top that one. But Ben, since you won, you get to choose your side of the argument first. So what side are you gonna go with?
Yes, they are.
All right. With that said, your opponent is the mighty Tech Rant.
Oh.
Hi, Ben. How's it going?
Do you know what this is? This is Iron Man versus Thanos right now.
Look at how
right?
he looks, man.
I'm gonna make God bleed.
Hey now, we ain't finna talk about Thanos and Iron Man now. We ain't finna do that. So.
Don't worry, I've got the nano suit on. I'm gonna make God bleed today.
All right, well, with that said, Ben, your time starts now.
So they are the norm because they're segmentation, right? So if you look at what Samsung have created, they've created now 4 categories: beyond flagship series, mid-range, and low end, right? When there's segmentation, there has to be price segmentation. When you segmentate price, you communicate where these products sit in terms of what they're meant to do. At $1,000, you know they're the creme de la creme, right? That's the same thing that happens in the car industry. So what happens now is you expect the $1,000 phones to really showcase the future of tech, right? So it trickles down into other phones lower down in a year to come, 2 years to come. For example, S10 Plus had 4,100 milliamp hour battery, 15-watt charging, but S10 5G actually had the super fast charging, where now, if you look at all the A series phones, they've all got 25-watt charging. You need these top-end phones to be where they are in terms of what they do to showcase the tech, so that it trickles down into the future. And again, payment plans don't lie.
Trent, Tech Rant.
Yep.
Ready.
All right. $1,000 phones are not the new norm. They're absolutely not the new norm. Flagships actually are starting to become more and more distinct because the sales are actually going down on flagship phones. The one thing that's absolutely going to be the norm is mid-range phones. We are constantly seeing mid-range phones like OnePlus and lower-end Pixels and all kinds of other manufacturers come up with the same specs that are in these flagships. The only reason why half of these people can even afford $1,000 phone is because of a payment plan, and people are moving away from that. So absolutely not. $1,000 is not the new norm. They are not going at it. Only YouTubers are out here buying $1,000 phones and flexing with those.
All right. He didn't even use all his time up.
So we need a battle round, man.
All right. T.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go with Tech Rant on this one. Because of a key phrase, and he was right. YouTubers buy $1,000 phones just to flex with them. Most people they're not gonna buy $1,000 phone. You know what I mean? This was really hard, but I have to give this to Tech Rant. I gotta give this to Tech Rant on this one, man. This is tough. I really can say either one, but I gotta go Tech Rant.
All right. Adrian.
I am going to go with Tech Rant.
Oh my God. Before we continue, shout out to Armadillo Tech for the $5 super chat. I did miss that in the chat. I do apologize, but thank you for the $5 super chat, sir. So, Scott, you look like you're distraught, man.
Bro, this was so hard.
So
the problem is I could see both sides of the argument, like super good. Like I'm gonna, damn, like both sides. Damn it,
it's tough, man. It's tough. This ain't
Ben,
fair.
you know I got none but love for you, but I'm going with Tech Rant on this one. And here's the reason why. Here is the reason why. Like I know where you were going with your argument about the tiering. It's a lot like the cars or BMW. Like I knew right where you were going with that, and you had me on the payment plan part as well. Like when you made the comment payment plan, I was like, "Yep, you're right. People don't care about the $1,000 phones." And then Trenton came in with the OnePlus, the Pixel line. A lot of these manufacturers making lower end devices, like specifically to target it. Oh, damn, that was so. God bless America. That was hard.
This was tough.
Hey,
this is why
Ben forced my hand with that. I had to get real dirty with that.
That was real dirty.
I'm gonna say this.
I thought he was gonna swing the other way.
I'm gonna say this. If there was a battle round, my counter argument.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Bye.
All right, man. Y'all, I'm gonna put the link to Ben's channel in the chat.
Love.
I'm gonna put the link to Ben's channel in the chat, man. Ben, appreciate you. He said H. All right.
Whoa.
So, my man in the chat, Preston's thoughts.
Whoa.
Oh, LB.
Whoa.
Well, LB dropped a $50 super chat.
He dropped a 50 ball.
All right. Well, LB, unfortunately, you got to wait one round to see what happens because I got somebody before you that wanted the link and I sent it to him. So,
come on, man. I really wanted him to pay $50 to bury himself.
All right. Well, you know what? We can't let it slide with that. So,
but no, that's cool. Let the next person come in. Let the next person come in.
So here is
LB was late.
Here is the next question we're gonna ask: has the iPhone reached its peak design? Now, see, before I bring this YouTuber in, this is a fairly new YouTuber. His name is Preston. His channel is called Preston's Thoughts. I will put a link to his channel in the description. Now, while I bring Preston in, I want to make sure everybody knows you guys can ask for the link, and I'll send it to you. but you're not gonna know what the question is before you come in. So make sure if you want to jump in, you got to make sure you're ready, because if you feel like you can't answer the question, once I send you that link, it's a done deal. So Preston, welcome in, good sir.
Hello.
Are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, so Trent, since you won that, you get to choose the side that you want to battle first. So what are you going to go with, sir?
I will say that iPhones have reached their peak design.
iPhones have reached their peak design. All right, so that means you have 60 seconds to argue why they have, and your time will start now.
The reason why iPhones have reached their peak design is because, as we have seen from all the leaks and all the rumors and what everybody's presenting, is that Apple is looking to go backwards. They are looking to go backwards to the original design of the flat sides. And that means they pretty much don't have any more ideas. They don't have any more innovation. Yes, they could get rid of the notch, but that's the same as everybody else. And pretty much they're keeping the same design. They're even going to have the iPhone 9 look like the current design because it's so popular or whatever. So they don't have anything else better to do. They have no other ideas. We're not going to see anything different out of them. Apple is a very conservative company, so they are only going to go with what sells. They are not going to try anything new or take any risks whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. All right. You left a little time on the clock. I hope it doesn't come back to bite you. Preston.
Yes.
Preston, you got 60 seconds to argue why they have not reached peak design. And your time will start now, sir.
Okay, so first thing I wanted to point out is the reason why I don't think, you said that how the notch was going to be taken away and how every other phone company is doing that, but that's still going to the fact that that's still a design change. So that's still going to be changing the design of the phone. And we're not only talking about the screen here. They could add more cameras on the back of the phone, which is also considered a design change. And there's also been some Apple patents that have come out that have been showing that there's foldable phones maybe coming in the future. Now, this is not confirmed or anything. They're just patents. But there's all these things that Apple is trying to do. I do think they're a really conservative brand, and they do what you said. But I do think they're willing to make some big changes like they did with the headphone jack. So I do see them going farther with their design, getting rid of the notch, adding more cameras, making foldable phones in the near future.
Okay. All right. Scott, who you got?
Man, T, you were right. This is super hard to be a judge,
bro. People understand.
Dang.
Hey, Scott, at least you've been a fighter. T hasn't fought yet.
Oh,
hey, that's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Yeah, so at least you've been on both sides, Scott.
I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to Trenton, and here's the reason why. The big thing is you can't agree with the other person. That's where I think if you wouldn't have agreed with him saying like, yes, they're a conservative company, yes, they're this, you just said that they were a conservative company and then said that they're being radical with their design or changing their design. So you essentially agreed with him, and yeah, that's the reason why. But man, that was
okay.
That was good. That was good.
I get you.
All right. T.
I gotta go with Ben. I'm not Ben. Damn.
Damn. Shit.
He don't want either one of y'all up here. He want Ben back.
You would say that. That wasn't me. That was
Let me turn this light off so I can be a little darker.
that was Tito talking right there, man. My bad. But no, I gotta go with this is tough. Press shit. I'm gonna have to go with Preston, because I don't think I'm gonna have to go with Preston, man, because I kind of agree with him when it comes to what they have in the bag. This is Apple's practice. This is what they do. This is not nothing new. I think people are getting the mind clouded that you're getting your mind clouded that all these devices are making these extraordinary advances, but Apple's been doing this. This is what they've been doing. So I don't think us not believing, everybody thinks it's never is going to be that. It's never going to be that. Apple always end up eventually proving you wrong. So I'm going to go with Preston on that and say that Apple still has some things in the bag. We can't get our mind clouded at Samsung and all these devices out here when Apple is known to take a while to do what they do. So I got to give it to Preston on that one.
All right. So Adrian, it's on you. We got a split right now.
I hate to do this. I really, really hate to do this. But I am going to go with Preston. And pretty much for the same reasons as T.
Okay.
Preston got it.
Well, we have our first, I believe this is our first shocker because everybody seems to be stunned by it. But you guys know where to find Mr. Check Rant, Mr. Trenton Marshall.
I love your channel, dude.
Oh, don't throw that shit in now.
Blocked.
You got it.
Hey, you
Like,
gotta love it, man.
hey, don't do that.
Oh man, no, that's cool.
All right,
I didn't see this one coming. I ain't see this one coming.
Nope.
Look, somebody's
Hey, all I know is he can't say that about the next contender.
Well, I know they said Peter Parker has defeated Thanos. Bye, Brett.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was it. That was a tough one. Preston
All
had
right.
that
I was
delivery
pretty
Diana.
nervous when I saw that question. I was like, oh.
Nah, you having your thing, man.
So LB wants a link. The LB, you've spent $50. Are you still gonna show up, or I mean, what's the deal here?
LB might want his $50 back.
Yeah, look, LB want his money back.
He might want his money. He might want a refund.
I don't know. You either got to get first place or second place. But I will tell you guys now, it's a lot of y'all been camping in the chat. It's a lot of folks been camping in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. We got 3 questions left. We got 3 questions left. So
money time.
Starting to get close to that money time, folks. We got 3 questions left. 3 questions left. So Preston is currently sitting on the throne. Who wants to take it from him?
And Preston got that YouTube delivery.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw the question up here. See if I can entice a few people to want to come on in.
I want my money back.
The question,
ain't no refunds, brother man.
Hey, LB, if you want your money back, come win it back.
That's funny.
If you want your money back, come get it back.
He said, if you want your money back, come win it back, bro.
Let's
go. Right. So the next question is, Preston, you might let's see how you do with this one, since part of your argument was more cameras. Do cameras define a smartphone? Do cameras define a smartphone? So let's see who wants to jump on in here.
Can I ask a question about the question? No? Okay, I was gonna. Okay. Never mind.
No. You get I'm not normally in a normal tech fight you can, but tonight it's a blitz. So
okay. Then I will go with being a photographer and starting with.
Oh, you can't answer yet. You can't answer yet.
I can't answer yet.
No, you gotta wait for the coach to come in.
Michael Pepper said he'll jump in. Dr. Pepper said he get in here.
All right, we're gonna send Michael Pepper the link then.
Oops.
Y'all crazy.
Hell, he can still jump in if you want to now, but I mean, yeah, like I said, if you want your money, you gotta win it back, big dog.
LB, you ain't been robbed. He proved himself as a worthy opponent. Now, if you want your $50, you get in here. If not, then you got to go sit down and make some more popcorn, LB. It's simple as that. Right. Simple as that, man.
Send this invite.
Preston proved himself. So you jump in, and then it's just like a new boxer coming out. He done knock Mayweather out or knock somebody out, then you got to fight the next up.
All right, LB, I will send you the link as soon as Michael Pepper is done. So we'll see who wins between Michael Pepper and Preston, and then I will send LB the link.
Well, we got
and here's what we're gonna do. Now here's what we're gonna do. Now a normal tech fight goes until about 11 o'clock. And it's 10:09 right now. And like I said, we got 2 more questions after this one, which means that we're going to have a winner here in less than 5 minutes. If everybody responds to their link fast enough, we're going to have a winner here in less than 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is when we're all said and done with the blitz round, anybody who feels like they didn't get their chance to really get their get back, hey man, let me know in the chat. I'll give you a second chance. You ain't gonna win the money, but I'll give you a second chance to prove yourself. you ain't gonna win no money, but
you ain't gonna win that bread.
I give you the chance to do it. So let's see. I sent the link over to Michael Pepper Tech Talk. So we were waiting on Michael Pepper to jump in, but in the meantime, let me get the link to his channel so you guys can go subscribe to Michael Pepper Tech Talk.
You ain't gonna win the bread, but we gonna be able to rehear what you said. You see what I'm saying?
That Tito's is doing real nice.
Yeah, that Tito's is
I let y'all know I had some bars real quick, man. That's all.
Hey, man.
Y'all can win no money though, but you can get your face back. Get your face card back. Get your face card. You know Ben ready to jump back in. Trent ready.
Ben ready to jump back in. Trent ready to jump back in. I know they ready. Ace with another super chat, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Ace said this is a ton of fun. See, and here's the beautiful thing about this, folks. If you have not seen a tech fight before tonight, now you get a little taste of what it's all about. So if you want to join another tech fight where you actually get a full 2.5 minute time to talk and a full 5 minutes to go back and forth with your opponent, then hey, like I said,
we have some worthy opponents. You got Preston, you got Bionic, you got Ace. I think we have some worthy opponents.
I mean, I need Bionic to start a YouTube channel because Bionic was killing it.
For real.
Bionic put that customer service voice on. He'll get 1,000.
That delivery. You don't understand how much delivery. Confident in your voice says a lot.
It does.
Confidence. Even if you about to get up here and say some BS, it sound good with confidence. For real. I mean, it's half of the delivery. That's real life, period.
All right. So, Michael Tech Talk. Welcome to the stream, my sir. Preston, this is your opponent. The question is, do cameras define a smartphone? Preston, are you going to say yes or no?
I'm going to say yes with this one.
Your time starts now.
Okay, so we've all heard of that meme where Android smartphone camera versus iPhone smartphone camera and how it looks all bad on Android phones. I know this is old, but it kind of correlates with the fact that most people, like the average consumer, cares a lot about the camera. For example, the iPhone's main factor or main buying factor when trying to sell their product is the camera, and the same thing goes with the Samsung S20. Now, the 120 hertz is also a thing, but mostly the thing that they focused on was the 100 times zoom. There's like 5-6 camera layout, all these crazy things that mainly focused on the camera. iOS came out with their newest 3 triple camera setup on the back of the phone. They updated their software. Google with their astrophotography. That's a big setting for those phones. And at the end of the day, the camera's a big factor, and I do think it defines a smartphone.
All right. Preston finished with time on the clock. Michael, you have been in a tech fight before. You know how the rounds normally go, but you see that it is a little bit different tonight. So you got 60 seconds. You think you can do it?
I do. I actually had this very question in my tech fight.
Well, see, Michael's been paying attention because a lot of these questions have come from former tech fights. So, Mike, I don't know what side you chose in that particular fight, but let's see if you can get it. You got 60 seconds to say they don't. Your time starts now.
So the Pixel has one of the best cameras in years, but is not one of the top selling smartphones. Also, if you look at the top 10 ranked smartphones, it was all phones not with the best cameras. For example, the A20 and A50 were in the top 10 line, and as well as the iPhone 10 R and the 11, which does not have most cameras and does not technically have the best cameras out there. Most people are looking for an overall value, not just smartphone cameras. They want good software experience as well.
You got about 20 seconds left. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Michael said he ain't playing with y'all tonight. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with Scott.
Preston, just you used all the time. You gave incredible examples about why the phone lenses were there. Talked about the triple cameras. Talked about why the 100 zoom. Talked about the pixels, astrophotography. You talked about all of those things, and you nailed it. So yeah, Preston.
T, you've been on the fence a lot tonight, so I'm curious to see what you got to say.
I wish I had time to just Google something real quick. Because that would decide my winner, but I know I don't probably have that time. Ooh.
Go with your gut, man. Go with your gut. Both of them. See, y'all better be lucky I'm not a judge, because all of this would be going a whole different way if I was a judge. I'm just here so I don't get fired.
I'm gonna have to go with Pepper, man.
Okay.
Because I really like what he said about the Pixel. Yes, Preston made excellent points about the astrophotography and different things like that. But the top phones, I have seen the list, kind of. I'm not too familiar with it, but the top phones up there weren't for necessarily the camera. They were for, like he said, software. They were for another big point that we talked about earlier, price. I think a lot of other factors really factor into that. Once again, you always got to bring the average consumer in. I hate saying that phrase because that's really, it's kind of a little degrading a little bit, but a lot do prefer a camera, but there's a whole lot who do not care. They just pull it out and take a picture. So I'm gonna have to go with Michael Pepper talk. I think a little bit of software and price is what truly defines a smartphone.
Okay. So with that said, Adrian, it's on you.
I love when I get to break ties. This is great. So I'm rolling with Pepper.
Okay.
Basically, same reasoning. Pepper got it.
Okay. Well, Preston, you held me down. So, but again, I'm gonna put his link to the chat. I'm gonna put a link to his channel in the description.
That was fun.
So, Preston, I appreciate
Preston did your thing, man.
And we were going ahead and move on to the next contender. Now, LB said he wanted the link, so I'm gonna go ahead and send LB this link. And LB, now for those of y'all that don't know, I
don't know how you don't know. Well, you might not know because he's been dead 30 times. So
LB has been buried a lot, and somehow, some type of way, the Lord keep on bringing him back. So
the good Lord
is bringing LB back for one last battle. But since LB said he needed to come in, I'm not even gonna tell LB his question until he get in, just because I feel like being petty.
Being petty.
Nah, I believe this is gonna be an interesting question for LB. So,
oh God, I feel robbed. I'm just on here to get. I'm just on here to get my money's worth. I feel robbed. Preston robbed me. He deprived me of my opportunity.
So let's go with, can a smartphone camera replace a DLSR? Michael Pepper, you won that round, so you get to choose your side of the argument. So what side are you going to choose, good sir?
Yes.
Okay. Mike said yes. LB, that means you got to say no.
Hold on. Yes to what? Okay, go ahead.
With that said, Mike, your time starts now.
So we have things like portability, AI, software updates, integration, multiple lenses, portability, as well as access for everybody. And it doesn't matter what device you're carrying anymore. You have a fairly decent camera. There are things that smartphones do better than digital cameras as far as HDR and software that is not integrated into DSLRs yet. And this will continue, as well as internet access and uploadability, instant gratification, editing on the device, and other options like that, as well as you can always tack on extra lenses if you need things as well as that. Plus, sensors are getting larger now. The newer sensors are almost the same size as a lot of these DSLR sensors.
All right. Mike is out here. Mike is out here leaving time on the clock.
He in his bag tonight.
LB, you got to go against him. You know what it is. LB done been here too many times to count, folks. Y'all know Michael. LB knows what it is. You got 60 seconds, brother. Start now.
Hey, hold on. And I apologize for this, but I was distracted. He argued for, right?
Yes, he said smartphone cameras are replacing DSLRs. So
okay.
You argue against it.
Okay.
Go.
All right. No, they're not going to replace the DSLRs. DSLRs are what they are. They are pro to prosumer devices. Okay. Cell phones are just handy devices. They're just the quick and grab devices. They are not going to do what DSLRs can do simply because of the sensor size. They don't have the capability, and they won't have the capability. There's no way that you're going to fit that sensor size into a smartphone. So a smartphone is there for the convenience, not for the professional level to take anybody has a wedding and someone tries to take a picture and comes and does your professional shooting with their phone, you're going to put them out. You're not going to pay money to do that because that's what a DSLR is for. It's for the prosumer, professional level device, and the phone will never replace that. It will always be a handy device. Okay, a close second. I'm done.
All right. Adrian.
Yes, sir.
Who you got?
LB.
Okay. Scott. Scott, you know when you make those faces, I'm going to call you.
I know.
I got a little kid face.
Oh, God. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Michael, you made some great points. I'm going LB because you specifically called out the two distinctions, saying, no, it's not going to. And here's the reason why. And all of those points were really good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm going LB.
All right. Trent, who you got?
Who the hell is Trent?
T. My bad. That's all I was looking at Trent's comment.
It's at Tito's.
I got to go with LBZ, man. I mean, it's just straight facts. It's something I preach forever. It's not going to replace it. It's just simply not going to. He made a very accurate point. It's handy. You take it out, take a picture, boom.
Okay.
To replace a DSLR, I'm about to say DLSR, like Mike said. That's some new damn cameras. I don't know what DLSR is.
My bad, man. I thought I said it wrong. So my bad.
I'm messing with you. But you can't replace those, man. Those are some devices when they get in the right people's hands can do amazing work that a smartphone couldn't even come close to. So
man, it was so close when you started hinting around that computational though. Man,
he was close.
That was a really good argument.
Pepper was very close. This is not. It sounded like a landslide through voting, but you were right there though with it.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Mike. Well, like I said, folks, make sure you go subscribe to Michael Pepper Tech Talks channel. I need to stop drinking. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Michael Pepper Tech Talks channel in the chat. And Mike, thank you for coming on, brother. We will see you later.
Thank you for having me. Have a good night.
Man.
Take it easy, Mike.
Now we got one last question to go, folks. And this person stepped in the chat briefly, and then they came back just like Ben and everybody else. So we got somebody who thinks they can take LB down for the last question, and his name.
Here comes
Okay, you keep playing we're gonna put your ass right up off this screen.
Let me explain something to
No,
you.
you ain't explaining shit.
Why don't you shut your face? Let me tell you something about how LB's gonna catch these hands. He's about to catch the finesse. You ain't get flim flam. He's gonna get the dude. He's gonna get the okie doke.
God damn it, Travis.
The skullduggery, the chicanery, the doobly, the swindle, the Ponzi scheme, and the whip wop.
All right. So here's the question.
Sweet Lord.
Travis, man.
Can a smartphone replace a laptop?
What kind of nerd question is this? What are we talking? I thought people were gonna pay me to come on this thing. I'm gonna answer questions. All right, come on. Come with it. Come with it.
LB, you won. So what side are you choosing?
You said, can a smartphone replace a laptop?
Yes, sir.
That was your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, it can.
You got 60 seconds. Go.
Yes, a laptop can replace, I mean, a smartphone can replace a laptop because I'm living proof of it. I'm running a whole business on it, a business that does $40,000 a month, and it's running off of a smartphone, not a laptop. I haven't used a laptop consistently since 2014. I have been running off a cell phone. So the capability of it happening, I am living proof. Okay, now, with that being said, he's going to come back and say something about editing and power and all of this. Guess what? Your average consumer, the average consumer that doesn't do video editing or anything of those high power functions, guess what? They can use a smartphone. All right. And your average flagship is probably as powerful as your entry level laptop. I'm done.
All right. Travis, you know, you got to argue the opposite side of it. So
this dude over here has a business. All right, look, let me tell you something. He says he runs his business off his phone. I want you to run Apple, Samsung, or Amazon off your smartphone. I bet you can run it off a laptop. That's it. I'm done. You've been finessed, son. I'm done.
Y'all said he said he does. So what y'all got, man? I'm gonna start with T because T look confused.
I'm lost like hell right now.
You don't gotta be lost. You know what to do.
I'm seriously lost. Hold on now.
LB said yes.
He got finessed. The whip wop, the scallywag, the hooty hoo.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'm so confused right now. And that ain't the Tito was talking either.
Mike, get back on camera.
Move that. Turn that. All you got to do is take that little thing at the bottom, and you see my name, and you'll see exactly what this is all about. It's super clear. Take that little question across the bottom there. Take it off there.
So Travis's argument was no.
Yeah, I know who had the sides. I'm just trying to damn comprehend what the hell just was said and what the hell is going on. That's what I'm trying to damn get through my damn cranium up here. I gotta know what was said again. It went so fast.
Man, I can go first as a judge.
Right, go ahead, Adrian. You might have to.
I'm going with LB because the question says, put the question back up. Put the question back up.
Hold on. My mouse acted up. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Question is back up.
The question says, can a smartphone replace a laptop? And LB just told y'all, yes, it can. He does it for his business. It doesn't mean that it has to work for anybody else or any other company. You asked, can it? He told you it can. In the story. He ain't got time for Travis and his shenanigans.
Someone need to build a wall and put her on the other side of it. I'm tired of it.
Shut the hell up. And I'm tired of you. Coming here acting all stupid.
And you pay for it. We'll make you pay for it. Put you on the other side. We'll make you pay for it.
Travis, I'm not in the mood.
All right. Scott, what you got, man?
I have LB.
All right.
But I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know what the hell
Mike, this is exactly why I tell you that you got to vet people. You see, he come up here acting a straight fool. Something was going good, and he got to come in here and act like this.
All right. T, who you got, man?
The ratings just went up. Look at that.
T, who you got, man?
We're at the next level of this.
And LB technically already won, but I mean, come on, T, who you got?
Oh, my head hurt.
I'm gonna have to go with LB, man.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because I don't know what the hell happened. All I know is LB told me why it can. Travis came in like a damn category 5 damn hurricane. I don't know what the hell happened, but I know LB told me why, and he gave me his points, and I can comprehend that. Travis, I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
I was trying to follow Travis, like when he said, I bet you when Samsung and Apple can't. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you're right. You probably can't. And I was, what happened? Because that was actually, I was really looking forward to the counterpoint.
I was lost, but I'm going to have to give it to LB on this one.
All right. I'm so savage. You got to go.
Fake news.
It's only one idiot.
My head hurts.
So since we got about 30 minutes left, I know it's a couple
I'm
of
still
y'all.
fucking confused. I need to make another drink.
I know it's a couple of y'all in the chat
Oh
that
my head.
feel like y'all had a lot more to say. So Ben, Trent, Ace, anybody who's still in the chat, if y'all feel like y'all want to come in, LB, if you're willing to keep battling, you know, if you want to go double or nothing, if you're willing to keep on battling.
Oh, did you just double or nothing yourself?
No, I'm not talking about
Double or
double.
nothing.
Oh, if LB wants to battle for his money, you know, if you want to keep on going.
Cecil said, "Where his link at?"
Oh, Cecil, you got the link on the way.
I'm still confused.
Yeah, y'all just I'm.
All right. With that being said, I'm gonna make me another drink because I don't know what the hell just happened, man. I'm gonna make me another drink.
All right, so I'm sending Cecil the link right now. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Cecil. I sent you the wrong link. Oh Lord. All right, Cecil, I'm gonna send you the link, but while I'm doing that, Trent jumped in. So Trent, what question do
You got saved. You got saved, Trent. You got saved.
Shut up, LB.
He saved you.
Look, I don't care. Let's take any question. Let's go ahead and end this stupid tie that me and LB got.
All right.
I'm ready to end it. And is this still 60 seconds or is there rebuttals?
I don't know, judges, what y'all want? Y'all want to do 60 seconds on rebuttals? Technically, LB already won, so. Unless LB thinks he can hold it down for a few more questions, we can keep going.
Did he win, or do he want to put up his winnings? Do he want to put up his earnings? Do he want to put up his monopoly free parking money?
I'll tell y'all what. This is how we're gonna do it because I don't need some money. So I'm gonna throw the money back on the table.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put the money back on the table.
Okay. Well, with that being said, let me see here. LB putting the money
I'm still
back
here. I just still got a small child.
Y'all give me just 1 second. I'm coming up with a special question for them. All right. Trent, are you ready? Trent got a small child.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. I just got my headphones in.
So for everybody in the chat watching, understand LB just put his money back up, which means that the money is back up for grabs. So we got 30 minutes left. Now, these questions I'm coming up with now are literally finna just come off the fly. So money is back up for grabs. Now I'm gonna let two more people back in after I finish. But we got to order. So we got a few folks waiting backstage. So we got an order of people ready to go in. So if that said, y'all question is, should smartphones have more RAM than a computer?
Are they still doing the minute round?
Yep.
Each? Okay.
Yep, still doing the minute round. The money's back on the table, so we're still doing a minute. So with that said, LB, since you won, what you got? Actually, I'm sorry, LB, you won 2 times in a row, so that means that Trent gets to go first. Trent, yes or no?
Should smartphones have more RAM than a computer?
Choose one.
I will go ahead and say no.
All right, 60 seconds, go.
The reason why smartphones should not have more RAM than a computer is because they straight up the RAM like a computer can. Or complex applications that can pretty much take advantage of this RAM. Smartphone applications are very simple at best. They don't need all that RAM. It's pretty much a selling tactic. And even as we've seen in the past with Samsung devices and other Android phones, they have not been able to utilize all the RAM, whether if it's 8, 12 or 16. The Android operating system can't do it, and they just can't do it. Even Apple doesn't put a lot of RAM in their stuff, and they absolutely could if they wanted to, but it's not needed. So no, smartphones should not have more RAM than a computer.
All right. LB. You just argued that a smartphone can replace a laptop, so that means your answer is yes.
I don't need you to lead me in. I got you.
Oh.
Now, seeing that I just got finished saying that my smartphone replaces my laptop, therefore I use my smartphone as a laptop.
Uh-oh. Hold on, LB. Your audio. You good?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
LB, get your shit together now.
All right. Hey, I can't hear you guys. I might have to go out and come back in.
User disconnected from your channel.
Woo!
All right.
So what do you guess? He got 60 seconds to come back.
No, he only has 30 seconds left.
I had a phone call that did it. Okay. As I was saying, that I just got finished saying that I use my phone as a laptop replacement. Therefore, if I'm doing multiple tasks within Dex, yes, Apple doesn't need it because they don't have anything like Dex. But when I'm using Dex, the more windows that I have open, the more RAM that I use. Trenton wouldn't know that because he doesn't use Dex. But that right there is a usage for RAM. Not to mention editing photos with Adobe Rush and things of that nature that you can do within Dex. I'm done.
Okay. All right, T.
LB's done. Are we doing rebuttals, or are we just staying 60 seconds?
It's just 6 seconds. Money back on the
Okay.
table.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go take rant with that one, man. You just stated straight facts. At the end of the day, I think you can do a lot more things with less RAM than you think you can. You think we need all this RAM, but you don't have to use all that RAM. I mean, there's certain companies who's showing you don't need a bunch of RAM. You don't need RAM because what you need to do is work on your software besides adding 30 gigs of RAM to your phone. So I'm gonna give it a tech rant.
All right. Scott, what you got?
I'm gonna go with tech rant as well on this one.
Okay.
He's right. The applications just simply don't have to have a lot of that. Like there are some that do, but they're more of the minority than the majority.
Adrian.
Trenton.
Damn, LB, what easy at? We need a damn funeral again.
All right. So Trent won that round. LB, you already know what it is. Everybody, make sure you go to doingtheworldofflavor.com.
I was robbed.
LB still talking about you robbed.
Yeah, you robbed yourself.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of the Holy Spirit. Sorry,
I just put the tweet out. I just put the tweet out. So,
all right. So the next contender has already jumped in, and so we're gonna go ahead and call this one here the Battle of the Bonnets. Even though Trent ain't got a bonnet on, but we ain't gonna say nothing about Trent Head anyway. So, Mr. Catwoman.
Oh, it's purple.
Oh, you girl. I got a pink one, a yellow one, a green
he came here
one,
stroking the
green.
beard. You know he about business. You come here stroking that beard.
Nah. First of all, Trenton, you just robbed me because I was gonna come in here and bust them up real good. I was gonna bust up LB, and you robbed me. So now it looks like I'm gonna get busted because I can't beat you, but it's all good. I'll try something. I ain't gonna lie. Although my hair ain't done, my eyes are puffy. I just got in from work. Been a long week, so I had to throw on a little bonnet and have some sunglasses on and look all cute now. Because some people seem to can't.
Oh, don't act like you weak. I'm not about to fall for that. You ain't about to butter me up and then hit me with the okie doke. Let's go.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about tech.
Let's go. Here's y'all question. Now, this is a throwback question, And I was gonna save it because I see that I see my man is still backstage. I was gonna save it, but I'm gonna throw this one out here. So Scott probably is gonna enjoy this question, and I think this should be pretty interesting here. So the question for you guys, Trent, you get to choose your side first. Are wearables the next level of tech? So
yes.
Now, guys, before we continue, Trent, you watched it. Cecil, you watched it. Remember who one of your judges is now. This was one of the questions that plagued him. So make sure you answer this right, whatever side you go on, because you see who judging you. So Trent, what side are you going to go with, sir?
I'm going to go with wearables are the next level of tech.
All right, your time will start right now.
The reason why is because we have smartwatches, and smartwatches are changing the game. We got the Apple Watch that's giving you a heart rate sensor that's saving people's lives. All you got to do is wear it. It's convenient. It's accessible. Even when you look at what came out at CES, they even coming out with diapers that are basically wearables that can tell you when you need to be changed, when a baby needs to be changed, when a senior citizen needs to be changed. The other thing that's coming out that everybody wants is AR glasses because, hey, we all got to see all that augmented reality, and we got to know how fast we're going. That way we ain't got to look down at our phones while we're driving. So wearables are absolutely the next level of tech.
Okay. Well, you left a lot of time on the clock. You left about 20 seconds on the clock, so you seem like you... Okay, Cecil?
This is messed up, y'all. I don't know nothing about no blade tech, but hell, I'll give it a try. All right.
You got 6 seconds.
Yeah, wearables are not the next level of tech because they're already here. The next level of tech will most likely be chips that are inserted into the human body. Also, the next level of tech will most likely be neuroscience because they're already testing out. They already have bionics right now where people can actually use their brains to move hands and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. That's going to be the next level of tech because wearables are already here. And in my case, I don't know nothing else.
Okay. So, T, who you got, man?
I thought you started off with me a couple times ago, man. Damn, it's my turn already?
Hey, T, real quick.
Wait.
Hey, you got to
No, you can't.
No, you got
to stop talking. T, you don't want to go first? I can go first.
No, I don't want to go first on this one.
Okay. I'm actually rolling with Cecil on this because he is right. Wearables are already here, therefore they can't be the next level of tech.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the same. That's what I was going with. I was just bluffing, but I'm gonna have to go with the same. Wearables here, they've been here. You know what I mean? So the next level of tech is not wearables. The next level of tech is foldable phones. We see it now. So wearables is here, they've been here. So they're not the next level. Wearables been here for years.
Okay.
The stuff that he named is here too. But hey, y'all judges.
Well, Scott,
I gotta go with Cecil. That was a great argument. The idea is like, look, I don't know anything, but I'm gonna tell you what the next level is. Then you came with the bionic arms and chips and the biomesh in the brain. I don't remember what you called it, but yeah, I knew what you were getting at. Like
the neuroscience,
That was a damn good argument.
It was just facts, really. At the end of the day, it was just facts.
I mean,
look, this is about facts, man.
I mean, for not knowing anything, like you went a little bit further to say like it's the next level. Like you made me think 2 times in the future.
Oh, look at that. I bet you LB's proud of me right now.
All I'll say is this: he named stuff that's already here. So, but
he killed you with that one line. The wearables are already here.
That's what it was. That was what it was. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Don't be sorry. You can boot him off the screen now. Bye-bye.
Good day. I won.
Ooh, he mad.
Hey, Tana. Yes. Meow, meow, bitches. Meow, meow.
All right.
I have to change my bonnet.
Next in line was Lover of Tech. He said he wanted to come
back.
Lord. Oh, Lord. You ain't sleep yet?
I'm waiting.
All right, let me get this question up here for Brother Ben. Y'all give me just a second because I thought I typed it in, but the banner is tripping on me.
Hey, shout out to everybody who's still here watching, man. Y'all been holding it down right now. I meant to say that
for
earlier.
real, man.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Here still.
Different color, pink now. Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got different.
It's like Super Saiyan transformations. Rose
Yep.
now.
Yeah. Pinky rose.
All right. So I didn't sign up for
Yo, sorry, done.
And Mr. Catwoman got past one hurdle. He got a hell of a hurdle to climb now to get his ass out of this one. I'll tell you that.
all right.
Oh, yo, that got me weak still.
So this question here is pretty simple. So Cecil, you won, so you get to choose your side of the argument.
You know,
The question is,
I think I might have to exit because I feel like I'm gonna lose. This is all a setup. This is a setup, bro. Nah.
are moving parts in smartphones a fatal flaw? Now, for those of y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the one.
Get together, Ben.
Look. I'm about to put Ben out to bring 7 science.
Yeah, Ben got to get his mess together before you start battling, Ben.
All right, see, so you got 60 seconds. What side you choose?
Hold on. Wait. You know what? I'm going to defer and let Ben pick.
Ooh, all right.
He got his camera swag over that pink bottom on, boy.
Oh boy, Ben's gone.
He's doing that.
Ben's gone
because Ben can't keep it together. I see the strategy.
Look. All right, man. All right. I got 2 more people waiting, man. If you can't get it together, bro.
All right, let me try. Ooh, straight face.
Get together, man.
No, they're not a fate. They're not a fatal flaw. No.
All right, go ahead.
Well, if you look at the OnePlus 7T Pro, it has a very small moving mechanism, and internally you've got a rubber gasket that's in there that still has some form of protection against the elements, i.e. dust and water. What it does is it does give a much better viewing experience where there is no interruption. It's truly edge to edge, truly all screen. So it's when there's lots of moving parts, right? But in terms of it being a fatal flaw, if you look at the example of the OnePlus 7T Pro, it's not. So there's examples that clearly state that it's not a fatal flaw and it can actually work very well and it can be a great addition to the overall design and the user experience every day. Remember, you look at the screen every single time to do anything in your phone, even to open the most popular feature on a smartphone, which is the camera, and have an all-screen viewfinder because of that pop-up selfie camera makes it more of an addition, not a fatal flaw.
All right. Well, see, so you deferred, so it's your turn. So
I guess I have the fatal flaw. Okay.
Yeah,
60
you
seconds.
have the fatal flaw.
Let's
You got
get
it.
Yes, moving parts are fatal flaws in the phones. Case in point, the big case last year, the Galaxy Fold. It had clearly several moving parts for the hinges. And with the hinges moving and stuff like that, which messed up the glass because of moving parts. So then you're talking about the camera on the OnePlus 7. That's a little minor moving part, but the moving part on the Galaxy Fold was something major that actually caused Samsung to do a full-blown recall. Smartphones should be simple and easy to use. Nothing complicated like a folding phone that has many moving parts, that has more parts to break and harder to repair, and in long run will be more expensive to repair because of moving parts. Have you ever seen a piece of wood get cut in half and you stick it back together real quick, right? 2 cent, it's literally like a 2-cent fix of glue. Well, if you break a mechanism, you have to go in there. I was done. Hopefully I answered it right. But I don't know I don't know anything about tech, so hell, I don't know nothing.
No, I'm hella weak right now.
Trey. All right. Scott, who you got, man?
What the hell kind of show is this?
I'm so weak
What?
right
Like I had to get up and stand up because I didn't know what was going on.
Adrian and T know when I get weak, like it's I'm
We don't really need your discussion right now. It's on the judges' thing.
I gotta go with Cecil again, I think. That was a really good argument. Like, in my opinion, it was a really good one about the more moving pieces. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, you almost lost me right there at the very end with the wood thing. I don't know what you were going at.
Oh, no, if I would have finished it, I would have.
I did not know where you were going with that. But I mean, yeah.
Hold on. Look at Trent. Adrian, who you got?
I am dead.
I'm actually going to go with the Ben on this one.
Ooh, so it's on T.
It is on T.
So bullshit.
Hey, look, AT, you already got people flipping tables. Be careful now.
I ain't worried about Trent. This is tough, man. But I'm gonna have to go with the Aegis above Tech, man. I gotta go with Ben on this one.
Ah, man.
I gotta go with Ben on this one, man. But see, that was hard because Cecil had me with the fold. The fold was clear point view.
That's the one.
Of what was going on. And he lost me with the damn woodchuck. I don't know what the hell he was doing with that.
No idea.
I mean, but that didn't really sway my opinion or anything. But I'm gonna have to go with Ben on that one because he did spit straight facts about the OnePlus. And if you don't know, he knows about the OnePlus, man. So that was all facts. I'm gonna have to go with Ben.
All right. Well, Cecil.
Trent said bye Bonnet. Boy, that hurt me.
All right, so Cecil, you are third place.
I'm third place.
You're third place in tonight because I got one more question.
Well, Trenton robbed me. I wanted to beat up LB, but it's all good. I still beat up Trenton, so it's all good.
All right. Well, Cecil, I'm kicking you out and I'm bringing in the last contender to see if he can knock Ben off.
Cecil, I don't know you, but you follow me on Twitter. Holy Jesus.
Nah, seriously, I felt like I got set up. When he changed the color, I was like, yo, that's it. That's
Cecil, okay. Before we get, I know we're on time schedule, but Cecil, where the hell were you going with the wood?
I
would like to know that too.
What I was gonna go with the wood is like you could cut a wood in two, and it'll take like 5 cents worth of glue to put it back together, and time like 5 seconds. But if you were to take apart, say, like a whole brake assembly on a car, that's a lot of time and money to put it back together. So more moving parts equals more money to spend. That's where I was going to go with.
Okay, you lost me, bro. I lumberjack, wood, chainsaw shit.
Well, hell, I just did for entertainment, and I was gonna make y'all mess up. So y'all probably would have won.
Definitely made way more sense when you explained the rest of that.
I don't know when you lost what thing, yo. I lost it, yo.
I became a hot mess, man.
So like I said,
I do want to rematch with Ben in the future, though.
Yep. Nah, yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Hey,
Your setup.
If y'all hold on before I can't even get.
I was ready to quit before I started.
All right. So here's the thing. Mr. Catwoman is the husband of Miss Catwoman, aka Tech Valor. And so because they got a lot of channels and stuff, I'm gonna put them all in the chat slowly. But make sure you hit up Tech Valor at Tech Valor's YouTube channel, Gadget Chats as well. And make sure you hit up Mr. Catwoman on Twitter at the Cat's Meow and
MC Locks of Life.
MC Locks of Life, because I'm all messed up right now, man. And
hey, I got a yellow bonnet somewhere. If y'all want me to bring it out.
Nah,
we good. We should.
I would just like to point out that Trenton Marshall is in the chat and he is still salty.
He mad about that loss. He said, "Well,
yes."
I'm still in my feelings about Trenton's one. Check your Twitter, Tech.
Listen. Before I break this last person did, I need a minute because the back of my head hurt. I'm laughing.
I got a headache, man.
I got that was it. The whole situation was a setup.
All right,
I was
so
ready
this
to
guy,
quit.
Go ahead, man.
this guy here is a savage scientist. Now I'm gonna
Oh,
put a
what
link
up?
on the channel as well. Savage, what's going on, man?
Chilling. Missed out on the money.
Nah, you ain't miss out on
Money on the table.
No, you didn't.
Money
Money on the
on the
table,
table,
dog.
Money's still
All right.
on the table, big dog. You ain't miss
All
out.
right. I'm broke too.
Well, shit, you can't pay your bills with Amazon gift cards, but you might can use it for something else.
I might could buy something and return it.
All right.
Buy something I bought already and return it.
So this question here,
Or something.
this is the last question of the night, and I feel like I'm bringing this question in because they said it a lot during the Samsung event, and I really feel like this is something that we all need to address as tech YouTubers and just in general. So, and Preston, I saw you backstage, and yeah, Preston Savage has not had a chance to jump in, so that's why I wanted Savage to get a chance. And like I said, we're getting close to 11 o'clock, so we're gonna see how this goes down here. So, whoever wins this one here will be the winner of a $100 Amazon gift card, and the person who loses will be the winner of a $50 Amazon gift card. So, gentlemen, you know the stakes. The question is, should we be focused on 5G?
Yes.
Now, Ben, since you won, you said yes. So you got 60 seconds to tell us why we should be focused on 5G.
And its full development, once it comes out, it's going to fix two things: speed, bandwidth, and capacity. No different to highway. There's more drivers coming onto the road as the road is needing to be developed. And it's the same way, right? What 5G in theory is going to do, and in practicality when it comes out, is create more lanes and increase speed limits. That's what it's going to do, right? There's more people having mobile phones as young as 10 years old, 11 years old that need to be connected onto these networks, right? So when you move into another generation, just like the 6th generation will come out, you've got to have the capacity and a growth level to accommodate the speeds, the demands, and also the reliability as well. So it's not just the speeds, but it's also the reliabilities. Yes, there's always going to be challenges when you're progressing, but you have to push through any challenges to make sure that people get the best experience. Even if it's something as simple as opening Twitter, right? You've got to be able to accommodate for the space and the capacity that is needed for the growth as these phones get more powerful, even all the way down to nowhere.
Adrian with the sound effects. But this is wow, man. All right, Savage. So he said yes. It means you have to argue no. Are you ready, sir?
Ready.
All right, you got 60 seconds, my man. Go.
I don't think we should be focusing on 5G, even though I really do think we should. 4G is tested. It's tested to win. The technology is here, and I would say that using the existing infrastructure for 4G makes it so all the things like adding devices, it's already tested. The current infrastructure behind the networks could support 4G. I think 5G needs to be researched more, and they need to put a little more work on getting the modems out and making it so they could get a better relationship with companies like Qualcomm and all the rest of them, because 5G is still in infancy and it is definitely not ready for prime time. 4G is where it's at least for the next 5 years, 2 years. Shit, I don't know. I give up.
Hey, Daddy, baby, I got your money. Don't you?
All right, chill
Hey.
out. We got to do it official. I see Tika in the camera also. I ain't even about to be.
Hey, you know what I find? Oh, another thing. Those modems are really I'm about to tell you, I didn't think about this because I'm
your time is over, sir. Your
5G
time is over.
All right. Hey, but you know
my
what?
vote goes to Ben.
All right. Yeah, who you got?
It's gone. It's Ben. It's Ben.
All right.
He's gone.
I think T is also Ben. Just gonna throw it out there.
I know where T went. I know where he went. I know T's gone.
All right. So for the record, I think a lot of the issue came when a lot of the education, and it's happened before tonight. When people made the comment about they agree with somebody. Now, in a normal tech fight, I would not allow that. But tonight, you got 60 seconds, and if that's a part of your 60 seconds, then it is what it is. But T, I think you're good with Ben.
Savage hurt me.
I did that on purpose. I said that because this is a hard thing to say no to. And if I would have won, then I would have been a demon if I was able to convince y'all of dinosaur technology.
Well, folks, that's it. So Ben, you got $100 Amazon gift card coming your way, brother. I will send it to you in your Twitter DM when we are done tonight.
My dummy.
I can't.
And Savage, you got a $50 Amazon gift card coming to your DM as well. So,
I'm glad I came in at the end.
You ain't lying. It worked. They coming at the end. Worked.
To make it fair, I would take somebody on right now.
Okay.
For the 50.
I really would wish I could choose my opponent, but
I mean, Trent's still backstage. You want Trent?
I say bring Preston in. I think Preston deserves it.
Hold on,
That's just me. It's not my show.
So he is $50
all
up.
right. Well, whoever want to take me on.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
I got time, so I mean.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Ben, your secure. You are the winner of the first Battle Royale tech fight.
Go to sleep, Ben.
So you're living in the future and you made some money in the future. So go to sleep.
Don't worry, Ben. I'm coming for you.
Listen,
the match is gonna happen. I'm coming for you.
Check the tweet. I'm in my feelings. Set up the rematch. Set up the rematch like Wilder versus Fury 2.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
The match between me and Trent and make that Thanos versus Iron Man. Call it that. Yeah.
Hey, Trent, you heard him. I can make that. Look, we can make that happen in a couple weeks.
Thanos versus Iron Man. That's what it's called. Yeah, we're calling it that.
All right. So Ben, we will talk to you later. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Preston back in, and
man, appreciate it.
I'll send you your gift card. I'll send it here in a little bit.
Love,
man. All right. So Preston, you hung tough and you hung out and you're back.
Hello.
So I'll tell you what. Since Savage said he wanted to take on Preston and Preston is ready, I'm gonna let the chat before I come up with the question. Let's see if anybody in the chat can give me a good question.
Boy, Savage took me out, man.
I'm not gonna look at the chat.
Savage said, "Plug it out, though, boy."
Savage and Preston, y'all can't talk in the chat, but people in the chat, give me a question for Savage and Preston. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Savage hurt me, chat. I'm sorry for laughing. Savage hurt me, man. He hurt me, man. He hurt my body, man. I need that last night.
Let me see what we got here.
Let me think of something. I think I got something.
Oh, you got something? What you got? You can say it out loud.
Let me think. No, I'm thinking. I had some thoughts in my head.
Adrian, Scott, what you got?
Thoughts? You got some?
Trent, you got a good one. That's a very good one. That's a very good one.
And now, while I love Ace's question,
damn,
I like Ace's question, and El Jefe has
you want that high. You want that high refresh rate for Ace's question.
All right,
right. You gotta have that 200.
Is it worth to get finessed or to get whip whop?
I think Trent got the best one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we got really good one.
Peppers is good too. Peppers is good too. Now that's a good one too. Now, but I think Trent got that. That's a good one there. That's a very good question.
All right, so I'm just gonna leave it up there just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and run it like this. Savage, you get to go first. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, you think they should go away? You got 60 seconds to tell us why. Go ahead.
Really, payments plans are already gone. And starting back in about 4 or 5 years ago when T-Mobile started to phase out payment plans, I mean, it's just a continuation of the same thing. If you look at it, if you buy a phone today with $1,000 phone, next year is going to be worth $500. So why get on a payment plan if the phone going to depreciate at greater than 50% in 1 year? And if you get on a payment plan, you're really just ripping yourself off. So payment plans are going to be extinct within 5 years anyway, based off the current rate of customer demand for these payment plans. Prepaid services are really sticking it to the payment plans anyway. $50 a month versus $80 a month. Buy your phone today, or actually buy old.
Preston, he said his response. So you know you got to argue the opposite. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You got 60 seconds. Go.
Okay, so your first argument was basically how they depreciate over time. Well, what you don't know is that only really applies to Android smartphones. If you notice, iOS keeps their price relatively the same throughout the whole year. The only price difference we ever saw was the dropping from the XR when the XS came out, if I do remember correctly. The XR was dropped the price, and that was really affordable. But the fact is, payment plans are very important because they give leeway to parents that want to buy smartphones for their kids, and they want to get them the best bang for their buck. And that might be an iPhone because that might be what they want. And this payment plan helps them only have to worry about $13 a month, $25 a month, instead of chucking out $700 at one exact time. And basically, it'll save them money in the now, but that's just my argument.
All right. So we got Scott. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Preston. And the reason I'm going to go with Preston is the parent part specifically. As a parent of young kids, I know that I'm going to have to buy phones in relatively short order, and shelling out $700 to $800 per phone's not going to be fun. So, yeah.
Adrian?
Preston.
T.
Preston.
All right. Well,
finish him.
All right. So Savage,
Man.
Savage. Even though you already technically won, and you got your $50 gift card, Preston, you came in and you beat him. So Preston had sent me a message that said that Preston wants to be a judge on another fight. But I think Preston should be an actual fighter in another tech fight. What do y'all think?
I agree with that.
I agree.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think Preston should definitely be a fighter in a tech fight because he's a Preston. You know, Preston, you good, man. You good.
Thank you.
So, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you in your DM. Like I said, you good. So,
Who would you put him up against? Who would you put him against?
You.
Ooh.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
Real talk, Preston can go against anybody.
You know who I would put Preston against? I'm gonna tell you who I would put Preston against. I want to get Preston and the Bionic Scoop against each other.
That'd be a good one.
I want to get the two of them against each other. I think that'd be a good fight.
Hey, this is just pretty fun for me, so I'm down for anything.
Hey,
All
man.
right, Preston.
All right, so folks,
I appreciate that.
So Preston and Savage, I'm gonna go ahead on and boot you guys. So Savage, like I said, check your DM here in a little while. You'll get your code for your $50 Amazon gift card. And Preston, like I said, man, we will bring you. Oh, I realized I put Preston out. Preston already left. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I put Savage out. All right, my bad. Preston, we will see you on the next one. And like I said, me and you are going to talk in your DM. So look for a message from me. And yeah.
Wait. Ace says he'll be back next week and he'll be ready for action. So I think Ace wants in.
Okay. Hey.
Man, you're about to have a whole slew of people.
Hey, man. This might need to be a weekly thing, but we're gonna see. So Preston, again, I will hit you up in your DM. Ace, hey, are you ready to be back next week? We'll make it happen.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Hey, no problem, man. So with that said, folks, first Battle Royale is in the book. Judges, how are y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about everything?
Man,
I love this format. Next 4 fights, I ain't judging. Don't ask me to judge the next 4 fights. I ain't doing it.
Hey,
this was epic, man. I'm glad that people really in the chat really stepped up going into it. And I talked to Mike about this, man. I was afraid that nobody in the chat was going to step up. I felt that a lot of people was going to be intimidated and not want to step up, but I was mistaken. You know what I mean? You had Preston, you had Bionic, Ace, Mike, Savage, Eric Drump, everybody they stepped up. That really
you had Salty Tech Rant.
Yeah, TechRed said whatever and got off. That's mad. Yeah, TechRed was mad, but that's my boy. I got love for him. But it's the thing about it. It was a big salute to the chat, man, for even embracing this new style and actually stepping up, because you guys don't know how much you really helped this going forward. That was big. You know what I mean?
Right,
Salute to y'all. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all for really stepping up and making it really successful, because it was slow in the beginning. We were waiting. But then I think people started really going. And Mike, good thing for you for coming up with interesting topics, because topics really fuel people. And that's what's going to get people to engage and get people to really feel like they want to be a part of it. So definitely a good shout out to you. But chat, man, definitely I appreciate y'all staying around. You know what I mean? And like I said, hopefully this gives other people in the chat this week may have been kind of afraid to step up. Maybe next time you'll step up. You know what I mean? So
well, Scott, what you got?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, it did start a little bit slow, and I'm almost wondering if it's one of those situations like to kind of like stoke the fire. I would totally be down for this. Is like maybe the judges each come with a like, hey, a $25 Amazon gift card or whatever to whomever they feel like might stoke the fire, to say like, oh, you just stepped up randomly, here's $25 for you. So like something to say like, yeah, like something to like, yeah, I would do it too. Like somebody to bring somebody in, like I'm going to volunteer because I randomly might get the 25 and I can win the $150. Like I'm thinking of different ways how this could, like, I want to help you evolve this into something, because I think it's freaking amazing. I loved it.
I mean,
it's
you
so
never
much
know what
fun.
the prizes might be. Next time might be a judge, and I might buy some AirPod Pros to give away. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You never know. So be aware. You never know who may drop. As a matter of fact, the next one you do, Mike, I'm gonna have a surprise prize for the next one.
Ooh.
It could be a phone. It could be anything.
The
Man.
Tito's is talking.
No, be real. But Mike knows I'm willing to help him.
Oh yeah,
you know that.
Whatever T decides to do, I'm gonna match it, and there'll be two of them.
Ooh,
there it is.
So I already know my prize. I go buy it, and I already know my prize. I'm gonna go buy it.
For the 44 people watching, if y'all want to come back and try it again, anybody, Trent, Ben,
y'all know I ain't cheap.
Anybody who wants to come in for the next one.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not cheap. Y'all get some good stuff.
It's gonna be a good one. It ain't gonna be no dang on Redmi Pro 3823 phone. No, y'all better be ready next time. That's all I got to say.
I'll figure something out. I got 7 kids running around this house. I don't know.
Oh, trust me,
I'll figure it out.
It's gonna be a good one, man. So yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, first and foremost, again, thank you to every single person that jumped in, from Scoop starting it off to Delaja to Preston and everybody who jumped in. Thank you to every single person that jumped in and gave it a shot, gave it a try. Even if you didn't make it to the end, it's the fact that you did it, man. That's the biggest part, because a lot of people, you know, they see the camera and they get scared, or they see the camera and they get nervous. But it's a lot of folks that just jumped in and they kept on doing it. And I'm gonna say this out here just because I really feel like this was one of the biggest things for me. It's a lot of people that we see on Twitter. It's a lot of people that we see in the chat. But there's one person, and even though he didn't win, I still got to give him a shout out. The fact that Genosis stepped up and got on camera, and God, man, y'all got to understand, Genosis is there for everybody. He's just like El Jefe. I swear it's more than one of him. So I got to give Genosis his props for jumping in, because Genosis, man, thank you so much. Scoop, you held it down for a little bit, and Michael Pepper came in and held it down for a minute. I mean, guys, this is just, it's all about having fun, man. And a lot of y'all was worried about getting roasted, but you see, we ain't roasting nobody. We just trying to have roasting nobody,
man.
Yeah, we ain't roasting nobody. We just having a little bit of fun. You know, we just trying to have a little bit of fun. And you know, shout out to Ace for all the super chats, LB for the super chat, Tanner for the super chat, Harmless Carl, Armadillo Check for the super chat. Thank you to every single person that super chatted and jumped in. And even a major shout out to LB for putting the money back up for somebody else to win. That was real big of him, because he could have took his $50 back, but he gave it back to y'all. So shout out to LB for that as well. And
shout out to Ben for staying up in his time zone different.
Right. I was saving Ben for last, because y'all gotta understand, we don't call Ben Idris Elba for nothing. Ben is in the UK. Yeah, I don't know where everybody on here watching is at, but Ben is in the UK. He's 5
hours. He got a whole family and stayed up.
He got a whole family. Sent me a message that said he was going to take a nap and woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning his time to jump in here for this. So if anything, y'all got to salute Ben. And I mean, I'm glad he got that dub. because Ben deserved it for staying up and doing this thing and doing it. But at the same time, y'all know you got to impress the judges if you want to win it. So with that said, folks,
No. It's not the end yet because we saluting everybody, but we need to salute Mike because this is Mike's format. Mike came up with this. He brought it and he delivered. And I think we just all really need to salute Mike.
Yep, 100%.
So hats off to you, Mike.
Yeah,
man.
This is special. This is real special.
It's just gonna take us in the community to back it. Anybody can put together a live stream. I can live stream with Jay Will, Easy, Tanner. Not saying no disrespect, but we can live stream. We can give their drink. We can laugh. We can joke. But for this to get the whole community involved, for people who's been rocking with us since day one, Eric Drummond, Genosis, Savage Sciences, these just to name a few, to actually get on art, to get with us, and it also shows us that we're just as cool and laid back as anybody else. You know what I mean? But salute to you, might put this together, man, because this is something special, man. But we're gonna need the community to get behind it and really push it to where it needs to go because there's nothing else like it on the platform. So
hey, man, like I said, man, it's all about having fun. You know, this is meant to just have a little bit of fun. So, you know, like I said, man, it's I appreciate all of that, but at the end of the day, it's bigger than me, man. It's all about having fun. You know, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than one single person judging. It's bigger than one single person fighting. It's, you know, we can't be on Twitter talking about community and then not actually supporting community. That's just what it is, you know. So, you know, since day one, I've been on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm just here to have fun. And like I said from the jump, man, I'm just out here giving money away right now. I just want to see somebody win and have a good time. You know, so I just wanted to have a good time with it. But so here's what I'm gonna do though. Before I jump out of here, this is what I'm gonna do. Now, I said I'm giving away 3 Amazon gift cards tonight. So here's the thing. Folks who go back and rewatch this, everybody in the chat, anybody in the chat who didn't get a chance to jump on or who thinks that they can answer the question better. The last question that won the round. So not the last question that Savage and Preston had, but Savage and Ben's question. What I want you guys to do is go in the chat and make sure you hit hashtag replay squad and answer that question. And I'm going to give it about, what is this? It's 11:16 on a Saturday night. I'm going to give it until Monday morning at 8 a.m. Whoever in the chat can give me a better answer that I'm going to send to the judges and let the judges see it. Whoever can give me a better answer than Ben, you'll get a $25 Amazon gift card. So that's where the other gift card is going to go to. So for anybody who didn't get a chance to jump in and wants to try to answer a question and knock it out, there it is. So Ben, again, shout out to you, brother, for staying up and doing your thing. Armadillo Tech, next time you can sponsor a $100 Amazon gift card. There it is, folks. There it is. So contract.
The stuff is out there, man. You can get prizes. You can get Amazon, however you want it, man. It's out there. It's for y'all to take, man.
We're going to keep on doing it, man. We're going to keep on doing it. So, folks, with that being said, thank you so much. Judges, y'all got to understand, first and foremost, before I dip out, y'all got to understand how hard it is to get judges. And it's not because judging is a hard thing, but just like all these folks jumped in and bounced around, you know, it's easy to jump in for a little bit and keep on going. It's easy to stay around for the tech fight or whatever. But to be ready to sit here and listen to these debates and answer and choose who goes next, choose who has to go home. That's a lot, man. So I salute each and every single one of you guys for volunteering to judge tonight. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, because it wouldn't be what it is without the judges, the chat. It wouldn't be what it is without the chat. And the thing about it, man, the chat was so supportive. That's the fun thing.
Yeah.
Like, the chat wasn't even clowning nobody. The chat was supportive, man. Even of the people who got booted, the chat was so supportive, man. Man, can't beat it, man. Savage Scientist. Hey, Savage, don't make that 431 come out of your 50. I'm just playing. Thank you for the super chat, Savage Scientist, man. I appreciate it, man. So, folks, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead on and we're going to bounce on out. To all the folks that came in and joined in, if you have a YouTube channel, I'm going to get the description ready for this, and I will put the description in the chat. So every single person that came on, if you have a YouTube channel, your link will be in the chat in the description. So make sure that you go back and check them out, Replay Squad or whatever. And for those of you that don't have a YouTube channel, I'll link your Twitter as well. So you can go follow them on Twitter and see what their thoughts are and their opinions are. But hey, man, it's nothing but a tech community trying to have a little bit of fun, folks. So with that said, everybody, thank you so much. And we will catch you guys on the next one.